Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I am sure you all have seen the news about Hulk Hogan's death and all that. What people also have to say. You know, one thing I will keep saying in life is that how you treat people, what you said to people, people will not forget it. What you do to people will not forget it. Especially when you do something bad to majority of the people. He was a great entertainer. He fought and all that, fine. But outside that, political career was just not great. He wasn't the very best. Because Hulk was that person that wanted, like he said it, the N-word with the hard R and all that. The things he said about people that look like me, you know, politically, he supported the wrong candidate and made life even harder for people. All these people are not forgetting it, even when he is no more. I am going to say this. I don't care who you are, whether you are brown or purple, but in a situation where you see something not nice going on, especially with people that do not look like you, and you are in a position to speak about it and you do not speak on it, you are a very bad person. Sometimes I keep telling people that you have to be bold enough, especially when you have friends, to be able to tell them that this is right and this is wrong. But one thing I have noticed so far is that some people are only chasing stomach infrastructure. Like, you know, it's only all about them. They just want to, like, you know, stack up more money when they are already wealthy. Let's get into
is for those people who are telling me I shouldn't speak ill of the dead. Yeah, if that's not you, you could either keep scrolling if you know how this turns out, or you could watch for your own entertainment values. Either way, I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get it. Yeah, if I spoke of you in the fuck you terms when you were alive, then when you die, I'm still going to speak about you in those same fuck you terms. Fuck Hulk Hogan, fuck his fans, fuck anybody who has anything to do with Hulk Hogan or loves him or giving him these accolades now. Fuck all of you all. I said what I said. See, here's the thing. The only thing I am upset about Hulk Hogan dying today about is I feel like death should have took one more racist white person that was in their 70s at the Republican National Convention on stage that gave a speech before we got to Hulk Hogan. Then they could have got to Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that's it. And also, I don't forget anything. And I still remember when Hulk Hogan did the following.
So there's a point where I wrote a book was fucking the black man's son, would have been hanging out, I helped hold hands together on Twitter, get close to the before I'm doing stuff okay. I'm not a double standard type guy, I'm a racist to a point. Yeah. You know, fucking here, then when it comes to nice people, you know, we all are that way. Yeah, like when it comes to nice people, you can't say, I don't give a fuck shit, I don't give a fuck hate football, I don't give a fuck basketball player, hey. We're going to talk with vendors, let's get rid of
Yeah, so for all of y'all bent out of shape about my video, I think I've covered everything. Now, my suggestion to you is go find somebody else to play with. I said what I said. It's not the airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Have the day you deserve.
I think our ancestors are working overtime today because, baby, this shit cannot be real. Hulk Hogan died on the anniversary of his racist rant scandal where he called black people the N-word with the hard R exactly 10 years ago, okay? July 24, 2015, 8:03 a.m. If this is not our ancestors working in time, now what I need y'all to do up there, I need y'all to go a little bit further for us, okay? Them cankles are already swollen, all right? They covering up shit with his hands and them bruises. Can we get to work up there? And don't forget to take his little minion with him, okay? You're missing the mark. I love this, though, God. I do. And my ancestors, I love this. But I think y'all are missing the mark. Y'all need to reach a little bit further, okay? Just a little bit. But I want to thank you for this great anniversary gift.
I was never a fan of you. Never. Ric Flair was a better wrestler. Bret Hart was a better wrestler. Shawn Michaels was a better overall performer. The Undertaker had more presence. Now I know all four of them might be Republicans, and I don't care. I just have never liked you. Never. That say your prayers, eat your vitamins shit, I never went for it. Plus now we realize that your vitamins was infused with steroids. And this was long before you decided to bang Bubba the Love Sponge's wife and talk about 7-foot N-words dating your daughter, you freak. So to be honest with you, you being a Trump supporter does not fucking surprise me. Because quite frankly, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Ooh, not held and gained a new demon because Hulk Hogan is dead. Now, TMZ is reporting that Hulk Hogan has passed away from cardiac arrest. Now, according to the article, it says that Hulk Hogan, passed away at 71 years old. Now, the article goes on to say that medics were dispatched to his home in Clearwater, Florida on Thursday morning, and they're stating that it's due to cardiac arrest. That's from all them steroids he was taking all them years. Now, according to TMZ, they stated that there were actual rumors that Hulk Hogan was actually in a coma sometime last week. Their article says just a few weeks ago, Hulk Hogan's wife, Sky, denied the rumors that he was in a coma and stated that his heart was strong as he recovered from surgery. Turns out that was also a lie. Now, TMZ states that they did try to break the story last month, but there were rumors that he was on his deathbed, but they were told at the time from representatives that he was dealing from symptoms of a neck procedure that he had underwent in May. And what's interesting is that none of that matters and nobody cares because Hulk Hogan literally threw his entire legacy in the trash. Because do y'all remember that story about that server who came on TikTok and said that Hulk Hogan told her that she didn't need to attend his restaurant opening, and then turns out the restaurant opening was happening and he just didn't want her there because she was black? And now look, dead.
Reporting live from the United States of Embarrassment, I have your breaking good news. Whoa, did I say that? Hulk Hogan is dead. Hulk Hogan is dead. This is the man who said that he was going to body slam Kamala Harris. Yeah, that Hulk Hogan. The Hulk Hogan that said he does not really care for people of color. The Hulk Hogan who's really supported the Dollar Tree dictator. He is dead. And I just feel really, now that I'm back, I'm baking sourdough. I'm doing just a plain loaf, and then I'm going to do a rosemary garlic loaf, and then I'm going to do inclusions with fruit. I'm so excited. And I just love y'all. I just want y'all to know that y'all have been rocking with me. Just stay tuned. I have some really, really exciting news coming up within the next couple months, so just stay here, okay? And as always, I will be available to provide you with breaking good news to outweigh the bad. Bye.
Yeah, I know we said that stuff comes in threes, but we were not expecting this. Hulk Hogan died, y'all. Now, I know I've said I hate TMZ, but they were the first to post about this, and everybody's starting to post about it. He passed from an alleged heart attack. I'm saying alleged because they got the dispatch, everything. I don't want to be posting that. Am I saying we should feel bad for the racist passing? No. I'm just saying, it's been a hell of a week. Malcolm Jamal Warner passes on Sunday after a drowning incident while on vacation with his family in Costa Rica. Ozzy Osbourne passes away on Tuesday due to health complications. Now you got Hulk Hogan pass away from an alleged heart attack. And I know the superstitious conspiracy theory tinfoil people are about to have a time today. I know who to pray for in this case. The ex-wife don't F with him like that. The daughter don't F with him like that. Was him and his son still talking? Most definitely the orange demon's gonna say something because he was at his doggone rally. I don't know. But yeah, crazy times we living in. Crazy, unprecedented, scary times. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, Yeah, I don't know how to address this at all. Wow.
Dang, bro. Hulk Hogan? Hogan the Hulkster? Damn, bro, I can't believe it, man. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, bro. Truly a legend. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. People, they feel how they feel about Hogan. You know what I'm saying? We all know what he did for the business. Nobody wants to talk about it anymore, but we all know what he did for the business, bro. It's unfortunate that he passed, and this is how people view him. You know what I mean? Like, they only see him as like a racist or yada yada yada. Like, or they see him as a Hogan, like just straight burying niggas. It's very unfortunate. Hogan is never gonna get the credit that he like truly deserves, bro. I'm not gonna cap. R.I.P. Hogan, I used to pop for that nigga. I still pop for that nigga. You not gonna tell me when you watch a Hogan match you wasn't doing the ooh and the ooh and the ooh and the ooh. Nah, bro, we not gonna lie like that. Niggas can feel how they feel about Hogan, but I think he had us going crazy, my nigga. Hogan versus Sting, Out for Glory. Come on, man. Hogan versus Rock. I'm just saying, bro. One day, niggas is gonna keep it a buck about Hogan, bro. He wasn't the best in-ring technician, but what you felt during his matches, one day niggas gonna keep it a buck. That's all I'm saying, bro.
It happens in threes. We just lost one of the biggest names the wrestling world has ever known. Hulk Hogan has passed away at the age of 71 after going into cardiac arrest. And whether you watched him in the 80s or just grew up hearing the name, you know how big this is. This man wasn't just a wrestler, he was wrestling. He main evented the first ever WrestleMania. He body slammed Andre the Giant in front of 93,000 fans. He made Hulkamania a global phenomenon. For an entire generation, Hulk Hogan was the face of professional wrestling. The red and yellow, the 24-inch pythons, the what you gonna do, brother. He turned the WWF into a cultural force. He made wrestling mainstream. And if you were a kid in the 80s and early 90s like I was, you didn't just watch Hogan, you played as him on the old Nintendo, button mashing the WWF WrestleMania, trying to drop the big leg on King Kong Bundy or the $1 Million Man. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was our superhero. And when it seemed like his time had passed, he reinvented himself in WCW as Hollywood Hogan and changed the game again with the NWO. That move didn't just give his career a second life, it helped spark the biggest ratings war wrestling has ever seen. You don't have to agree with everything he said or did outside the ring, but inside it, Hulk Hogan built a legacy that shaped the industry. He inspired countless wrestlers, brought millions of fans into the sport, and left a mark that will never be erased. Rest in peace, Hulkster. Thanks for the matches, the memories, and the hours spent trying to beat you on the NES.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. We just lost another icon during Survival. Wrestling legend, Hulk Hogan was found deceased at his home. He suffered from cardiac arrest. I believe he was 71 years old. This is just crazy, man. Hulk Hogan, I mean, I grew up watching Hulk Hogan. I had Hulk Hogan wrestling toys and different action figures. Hulk Hogan, when I was a kid, like one time, with my wife beater, I had ripped, how when Hulk Hogan be, when he'd get in the ring, that was Hulk Hogan's thing. When he ripped his shirt off and started going, you knew Hogan was going to kick somebody's ass. You know what I mean? We lost three, legends in their own rights within a matter, a week. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, now Hulk Hogan. Hogan knows best. I used to watch that reality show too, man. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, man. You was a legend, and you gonna always still be a legend. My favorite wrestling person ever of all times was Hulk Hogan.
And then Hulk Hogan clutched his heart like, oh, you got me, brother. I guess he's about to have his final meeting with The Undertaker. I am not sorry about that at all because nobody has anything negative to say about Malcolm Jamal Warner. Get treated in death how you lived in life.
Hulk Hogan passed away today at 71 from a cardiac arrest. Paramedics were seen outside of Hulk Hogan's house giving him chest compressions. By the time he got to the hospital, he passed away. And while many people are sad, many people are also happy he passed away today.
What did he do?
He had a history of racist remarks. To include 2015 when he found out his daughter was dating a black man, saying if she was going to date some hard ER, he needs to at least have 100 million.
Oh my God.
He went on cursing and saying the hard ER over and over again. And said only a basketball player would be okay because the money makes up for it. And then Hulk Hogan sued the person that exposed him.
So he
he cared more about his image than actually making a public apology for what he said?
Yes, but it didn't end there. Hulk Hogan's son was drunk driving and paralyzed somebody. And Hulk Hogan said the guy that got paralyzed must have been punished by God. And then Hulk Hogan almost got in a car crash and said he feared being reincarnated into a black man.
If he knows people are getting treated horribly, why would he treat them more horribly and not want to be reincarnated? That's crazy.
But if this was the past, I don't see why everybody's so upset over it. People are now saying rest in peace Ozzy Osbourne in response to the Hulk Hogan saying news. What else happened today?
Oh my God.
He's known for ratting out wrestlers for trying to unionize for healthcare and calling his coworkers the N-words when cameras were off. He also upset many people when he started supporting Donald Trump.
How does one person upset this many people?
Yeah, well, let's do that. Rest in peace Ozzy Osbourne 2024.
Hulk Hogan, the full-time racist MAGA-luffin huncher of his best friend's wife, has died at 71. He also was a part-time wrestler with the WWE. He was a trailblazer in wrestling, actually. Very, very popular. He's dead. He apparently had a cardiac arrest. Now, there have been some reports that he has been on his deathbed starting back in 2023, but his wife at the time said that, hey, his heart is strong, but apparently yesterday he had a cardiac arrest and then ended up dead and was pronounced dead at 71 years old. He was most recently in a documentary specifically about the wrestling world, how he pioneered the wrestling world. A lot of people in that wrestling world really don't have anything positive to say. From what I understand, he was a big union busting guy, real piece of shit. Just recently, he kind of went wild at the RNC. You know, he was a big Trumper. So I would say rest in peace, but, you know, not really sure how to feel about this one other than Hulk Hogan is dead at 71 years old from a cardiac arrest.
Shocking news as Hulk Hogan has passed away. Now, looking at the reports, apparently he suffered cardiac arrest and he was rushed to a hospital in Florida, but paramedics were unable to save him in time and he sadly did pass away. And this news definitely came as a shock because a friend actually texted me saying, yo, Hulk Hogan's passed away. I was like, man, you lying. What? Ain't no way Hulk Hogan passed away. And he did. And it's just crazy. I just wanted to come up here and just talk about it for a little bit. And obviously, with Hulk Hogan's name comes all the bad stuff, the controversy and everything too. But despite all that, we got to remember the huge and positive impact that he had on the business and the profession that we love today, which is professional wrestling. I mean, he's an icon. He literally made it known to be a superstar worldwide, and this truly is just sad news. All I remember before the switch flipped and everyone started hating Hulk Hogan was me being at WrestleMania 30, seeing Hulk Hogan come out. It was a special moment, so I just want to come on here and say, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, man, and this is really just a shock, bro. This is crazy.
So I just found out today that Hulk Hogan passed away today from cardiac arrest. He was 71 years old, but here's the thing, right? Back in the day, he had a TV show called Hogan Knows Best on VH1. If you know, you know. That show was a hit. That was around the era where we had Flavor of Love, I Love New York, The Surreal Life, I Love Money. All those TV shows was really big on VH1 at the time. So his show was definitely in my rotation on VH1. Mind you, I was only like 10, 11, 12 years old watching it. And that was before I knew that he was... That was before we knew he was. So I was a fan. And then really, honestly, I'm not even going to lie. It wasn't until maybe in the last year where I found out, well, no, maybe a little more than that, because he had a scandal where he was saying the N-word. I think that came out some years back. Maybe in like the last 5 years, I found out that he was. So obviously I'm going to kind of not support, but back then Hogan Knows Best was a hit. Plus his daughter had that song that was a bop with Paul Wall. What's it called? About Us. That was a bop. You got to check that out. That was given kind of like a black hit, if you will, but I guess RIP.
Wow, this week is unreal. We are losing all the legends I grew up with. Ozzy, Malcolm Jamal Warner, now Hulk Hogan. Back to back to back. Play the clip.
What happened last week when they took a shot at my hero? And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again. That's a great thing. Look at Trump. USA! 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 Give him Hulk Hogan. This is very sad news, as Hulk Hogan was literally the face of America. He literally is what America stands for, and he built WWE for what it is today. Even Vince McMahon humbly said that he owes this man everything. So may he rest in peace. You were a great performer, Hulk Hogan, and a great American patriot, and we love you and we'll miss you. My heart and prayers go out to his family. Remember, folks, for more mean tweet commentary, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I put out some more mean tweet commentary, aka Fire and Brimstone commentary. Don't forget to hit me up on Instagram. It is official Craig Long 45. I'm on X as well, Craig Long 45.
Hulk Hogan passed away. I just got to show y'all this shady headline. Now, this comes from The Sun, and they said, "Goodbye, brother." Oh my God. I am not laughing or celebrating that somebody has passed away. Please do not get me wrong. That headline is just so shady. Now, Hulk Hogan was not a good person. He leaves behind a legacy of fighting First Amendment rights. And look at God. And I'm saying this as somebody who has been a wrestling fan almost the entirety of my childhood and some of my adult life. But, I mean, wow. Wow. I mean, the last thing I remember you doing is saying Trumpomaniacs were going to take over. And I don't know if that syndrome had anything to do with this, but The Sun, y'all are shady for that headline.
To the people online that are saying that we shouldn't be celebrating Hulk Hogan dying, I need you to do 3 things for me really quick. Number 1, gargle my balls. Number 2, look at my skin color really quick. And then 3, read this for me, okay? And tell me why I would give a damn about Hulk Hogan dying, all right? This man said, I'd rather if she was going to F-word some N-word, I'd rather her marry an 8-foot-tall N-word worth $100 million like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist. Effing N-word. Now that we have that context, I ask you again, why would I, as a black person, give a damn about Hulk Hogan dying? Even more so than that, if I could excuse racism, which nobody should be able to, Hulk Hogan is after my time period of wrestling anyway, so I don't have that nostalgic connection to him to excuse him for anything. I don't give a damn. Y'all gotta understand, a nigga like me, I think the world becomes a better place every time a racist person dies. You won't believe what Hulk Hogan just happened to be. Hulk Hogan got caught and exposed for being not just a racist, but a piece of shit in general so many different times. I really do not understand why he got so many opportunities all the way up until his death. That's why I genuinely do not give a damn about him dying, bro. He lived a good enough life, even though he didn't deserve it. The only people that I actually feel a little bit bad for in Hulk Hogan's death is his family, because now they gotta watch everybody on the internet talk about how much of a piece of shit their father, their brother, their family member was because he actually was one. I feel for them. That's gotta be tough. And if I can be all the way real for a second, it means so much to me that the last time this man made an appearance in a wrestling arena, they booed him out the goddamn building. I see a lot of people saying that Iron Sheik is waiting in heaven for Hulk Hogan so he can curse him out. Hey man, if God works the way that I think God works and heaven works the way that I think heaven works, Hulk Hogan's not going to heaven, buddy. He's not.
Stop saying rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. His motherfucking ass was racist. I mean, if you racist, you can say rest in peace to him, but to people that ain't racist, fuck him, because he was racist as fuck. Don't y'all know that's the reason why the WWE terminated his motherfucking contract?
From this, and I have there are some things that I'm going to say, and I won't be talking so much, right? Because, one thing I know for sure is that when you are alive, some things you say, sincerely speaking, the things you do hurt people. And when you die, I am not the person that I don't like people that when someone dies, like everybody's like, oh, he was such a good guy, or he was such a great guy, when you absolutely know that he was not the very best. Yeah, I am going to say in his field of endeavor or something, he made so many people happy, right? Fighting, whether stage or not. But politically, his politics and his views are just badass, wasn't the best, right? And the fact that he was also being racist towards people that look like me, and also saying the the word we had R and all that. Like, the truth is that people will not forget what you said to them, what you said to people. You may forget it, but people will not forget it. How you made people feel at some point, they will not forget it. How you supported a bad government, people will not forget it. All these things are things human beings look up to. It's just like the way you know that life is also hard, but because the person you are supporting is, some people do not have moral standards or moral whatever they call it, When the person is your friend, you do not, some people do not care to correct the person. Some people do not care to say the truth when there is need to say the truth. I mean, it's all whatever works, let it work. Some people are very, very much interested in stomach infrastructure. Some are already wealthy, but they want to continue to stack the money. And while they are stacking it, they are hurting people. So this is also one of it, And some people, and I was reading comments, some people are like, wait, what happened? Why is the other person? Why is nothing happening to that person? Right? But yeah, in how many days already? In a week? It's been like this. Looks like the universe is about to tell somebody something. So in essence, what I am saying is that you have to live right. I mean, there is no perfect person. This is something that I would say. There is no perfect person. But in a situation whereby 60% are like, oh, he left something for us to win politically and all that, you may have fought, which is entertainment. While you entertain people, what did you give to them to take back home? When it comes to others' politics, what did you do for them that made their life easier, better, and the rest of it? I am going to draw the curtain, but one thing I would say is that we as human beings can do better. It really does not matter if you're white or black or something. In a situation where you see people treating people that are not like you badly and you support it, I absolutely will tell you that you are not a good person, because being kind to people got nothing to do with skin color. Bye for now.